Forks, winter, 2025. Alice Cullen was never afraid of the future. She had seen it so many times that in a way she had already lived it. But that night, something went wrong. She was in the forest, alone, following a vision that wouldn't fully form. A child, a field of ash, a broken tower, and a date that kept repeating, 20 and 25. Jasper didn't come with her. He was out hunting. Alice went deeper. She felt a tug at the nape of her neck, like a thread snapping. And suddenly, nothing. Absolute silence. Total darkness. When she opened her eyes, she was no longer in Forks. Not even in her time. The world was gray, the air heavy, the cities empty but not dead. Floating screens hovered in the air, glowing silhouettes crossed the streets. No one spoke, only orders, only surveillance. Alice hid. She climbed buildings, tracked thoughts, but humans were scarce, and vampires ruled. Not like the Cullens, not like Carlisle. This was an empire, a reign, a tyranny of fangs and control. It took her days to understand she had traveled 100 years into the future, not by choice, not by machine, but by a glitch in her own gift. The future had pulled her in. She posed as human, hid her sparkling skin, her speed, and searched for answers. She learned Volterra had fallen decades ago. The Volturi were destroyed. In their place, a new order rose, the Pure Alliance. A council formed by ruthless, ambitious vampires. No more treaties, no more vegetarianism, no more secrecy. Humans were bred, regulated, numbered, and the name Cullen had vanished. Alice wandered through ruins, through underground settlements, until she found it. A mural, hidden on a stone wall, drawn by hand, 5 faces, faded but familiar, and in the center, a small one, messy hair and an eternal smile. Renesmee. And beneath it a phrase, "There was a time we fought for peace, let them not forget." Alice fell to her knees. "What happened to you all?" That's when she heard it. "Who are you?" A young voice, not human, not fully vampire. She turned, a boy, silver eyes, olive skin, hybrid features. "How do you know that name?" he asked, pointing to the mural. "Because she was my niece. That's impossible. They all died 80 years ago." Alice looked at him. "Then I came too late. Where are you from?" She inhaled, unnecessarily. "The past, and I need to know who destroyed everything, and how to stop it." The boy's name was Eli. He was part of the last free hybrid community. Lived with others like him in an old underground station, among fallen subway tunnels and sealed libraries. He told her what he knew. The Cullens disappeared after fighting against the rise of a clan called Pureblood. They were led by a vampire named Merrick, a former member of the Volturi Guard who survived the collapse. Merrick believed in total vampire dominance, used his gift to rewrite history and control his own. Over time, humanity was subdued. Alice didn't cry. She couldn't, but something ached inside her, like everything she had protected had died without her. Then Eli asked, "If you came from the past, can you go back?" Alice stared at the rusted metal horizon. "I don't know. And if you could," she closed her eyes, "then I'd change everything, even if it means I'd never be born." Alice didn't answer. She couldn't, because in that moment, she understood the future wasn't just a possibility. It was a warning and a choice, and time, like love, never bends without a price. Forks, 2 weeks later, Bella couldn't stop thinking about him. Edward appeared like a secret among the trees, like a melody no one else could hear. She knew he was dangerous. She knew he wasn't human, and yet she had never felt safer than when he was near. He, in turn, was torn between 2 impulses, his thirst and his soul. Bella made him weak and strong, all at once. He couldn't read her, couldn't predict her, but he could feel her, and that terrified him. Because Edward Cullen had no home, no family, no laws, only a personal code, punish evil, until Bella came. And now, he wasn't sure if he could still tell what deserved to die from what deserved to be saved. That night, the fog blanketed Forks like a gray sheet. Bella was walking home from work. Charlie was on shift. The alley between the bookstore and the parking lot seemed empty, until it wasn't. A figure emerged, tall, red eyes, a twisted smile. "So you're the weakness," the newborn whispered. "Interesting choice for a monster with morals." Bella stepped back, her breath quickened. But before she could scream, Edward heard it. Miles away, through the whisper of a hungry mind, through the threat. And he ran. Faster than ever. He arrived just as the newborn was about to touch her, and he didn't speak, didn't hesitate. He tore through him, again and again. The forest bore witness, the trees, silent confessors, the night, an ally and accomplice. Edward didn't stop striking, not out of rage, but out of fear, because for the first time there was something in the world he couldn't lose. When it ended, Bella was still there, shaking, eyes wide. He dropped to his knees, clothes torn, face stained, and whispered, "I'm everything you feared, and still, you didn't run." Bella knelt beside him, "Because you are everything the world needs but doesn't understand." That night, Edward took her far away, to the mountains, where the fog didn't hurt. "You could run, leave me, forget me. And you," Edward closed his eyes, "I could kill you, or become what saves you, but I can't be both. Then choose. Silence. And then truth. I don't want to just save you, I want you to save me." They didn't go to the Cullens, or the Volturi, or anywhere rules could decide for them. They lived far away, between borders, among abandoned motels and second-hand books. Bella studied, Edward hunted, but not just criminals anymore. Also his own darkness. One day, Bella woke up with paler skin, sharper senses, a slower heart, and she knew, no screams, no fear, that she had chosen to stay, and that he had let her choose. Sometimes in the mirror's reflection, Edward still doubted, but then he heard her laugh, read aloud, whisper dreams, and he understood that even monsters can love without destroying, and can be redeemed without permission, because if there's no family to hold you, no law to restrain you, no heaven to guide you, then you invent one, with the only person who never wanted to save you from yourself but with you.